Okay, we're going to go over standard tuning, drop D tuning, and a few other tunings from there. So we'll start off with the regular tuning. To go over the strings first, the bottom string, or your high E, is considered also your first string. Going up to your second string, which is B, third string G, fourth string D, fifth string A, and your low E, your sixth string. That is your standard tuning. To start off with changing that tuning, we can do the drop D tuning. The reason for being called drop tuning, D tuning, is with your D on your fourth string. The very easiest way to do your drop D tuning is to take your low E and drop it to a D. So what you can do, if you have a tuner also, but if you don't, you can just hit your D, take your low E and drop it until they sound the same. And that way your playing will be different, where your fingers will be, instead of your power chords, covering the two top strings with one finger in the same fret, as an example like this. That is called drop D tuning, and then the other ones will show you how to do that also with all of your strings lower, and drop D tuning again, even though it's not your D note string at that time, it'll be different notes. We'll go over that later. With your blues tuning, this is what your strings will be. You'll get your low D, if you want to call it, low G, D, G, B, and high D. Another way of tuning your guitar is, first of all, I'm not technical or have any theory background. It's all self-taught, so I could be wrong with some of my terminology. The next is called half a step down, which the best way I can describe it as, it's one fret lower than your open string. So this is actually half a step down tuned already. So it's just like I said, your open string would be like your regular tuning, except one more fret lower, which is half a step. 2 frets lower is a whole step down. And so it would end up being, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it would be, it'd still be E, A, D, G, B, E, except now they're considered, I believe, E sharp, maybe E flat, I don't even know. I'm just going to say E sharp. E sharp, A sharp, D sharp, G sharp, B sharp, and E sharp. So we'll do that. So say we're going to do, we can do the drop D tuning on this also. Say you're a D sharp, we'll do D sharp tuning, which really is just D tuning. So we'll take the E string and drop that also. And so now we've gone from standard tuning to drop D tuning to half a step down to sharp D drop tuning. Here we are in whole step down tuning, which would mean from your regular tuning it would be 2 frets lower on each string. So your low E will now become a D, and then let me check my notes. It will become D, G, C, F, A, D, and this is what an open E chord will sound like, very low. So now your quote-unquote E string is actually at D. one whole step down, 2 frets lower. And then this, we can also do the drop D tuning as it's called, but in reality you are dropping your C, same string as in every other thing. So you go to your C note, go to your low E and tune it lower. And then this is pretty much as low and as heavy as you can get on a 6-string guitar without it going so out of tune. It sounds like a Harley Davidson trying to start. Hope you guys learned something. If you have, great. If you haven't, then you probably haven't watched this far anyways. Thanks.